All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Throwing on first down is Murray. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively, making sure that one didn't find its target. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting has taken over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready. 95-56, 95-56. That's the way.
Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. Tackle made there by Budda Baker.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
He'll have a first down past the 40. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 41 yards on the ground. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that? Hitting the defense hard early, and, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now they'll throw with Breeze. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
They wound up getting nothing out of that second down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10.
36. 58 for Mike. Yeah. 58, boys, 58. Hey, Alpha. Man, I got you. Yo, 21.
Breeze going to throw. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, This is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
So out now come the Cardinals. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
First down, Cardinals.
Banjo. 31's the mic. Coming. 31's the mic. Let's go, D. Let's go. 31's the mic.
Murray now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep up. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And the Giants ready to come out now. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
guy, what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Breeze. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Breeze to throw. That's complete left side to Shepard. A good pickup there at 22.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise in throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Breeze to throw again. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Tanner Vallejo came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Way back at the 17 now after the loss. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. I'm looking down from our booths. You can tell this crowd wants them to go for it right now.
And believe me, he knows it. And he's weighing that through his head right now. Actually trying to filter that out because this needs to be a cold decision by him. Not influenced by the crowd, not influenced by outside factors. Does he believe in his team enough to go for it right here? I think he's going to reward the crowd and do it.
And if he doesn't get it, they have to go the full length of the field. We'll see. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. These two teams all tied after one. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards the pickup there and also a 1st down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Dexter Lawrence brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. Well, a couple of good division battles coming up in primetime this weekend, starting tonight with Sunday Night Football, Eagles and Cowboys from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Then tomorrow on Monday night, it's the defending champs, the Patriots, on the road at MetLife Stadium to take on the Jets. 2 not to miss to close out Week 6.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example.
Now Breeze lost the football. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The New York set to take the field. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, we're up.
Now Breeze. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Shotgun now for Breeze. On the catch, this is Russell Shepard. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Open man right side is Ingram. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give them 32 on the play. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? That they used to carry pianos on their backs when they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they're a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
At the 19-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Kill. 13.
Breeze now on first down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Murray again, 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Bird. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun, Murray is going to float this over the middle, deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team.
Now Breeze lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Rosas good with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Murray trying again after the pick six. Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And they will take a 7-point lead. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Murray now on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Ready. Yellow lady. Keep it up, defense. You kill. Hit the end, boys. Bud. Watch the sled. And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Going right side, he finds Slayton. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
That's good for the Giants. First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike.
Now a play fake. Breeze. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. He was defended by Patrick Peterson.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
We're good. I four, ready. 23 in the mic. Hey.
The final shot before half for Breeze. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
53. I'm coming out to you. Here we go. I'm coming out to you. Hey. High 7. Yeah, that's what I do. And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Ready, set. Damn.
They'll throw now on the final play. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
Come on, baby. Let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Ready? 5-9. 43. Check. 43. It's got to be.
Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Yellow lady. 58, come on. Check.
Breeze now on first down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
0-2.
From the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be a second down.
At the 43-yard line.
Ready. 5-8. Let's go. Roger.
Breeze going to throw. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now Breeze on third down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down.
Ready, young lady, young lady. Let. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Oh, get him. Get him. Hey, Delta. Ready, tight.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Oh, he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Hey, Charlie. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make them cry all the way back home.
Again, it's Breeze. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Giants on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Bravo.
Now Breeze again. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. Michael Thomas on the stop.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down.
Ready. I got him. We got trips over here. There's overload.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. T.J. Williams with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Rosas good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Set, ready. And ring. Hey.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Throwing on first down is Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. He's going to float this one deep right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. P.J. Williams with a pick. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 15.
Ready? 5-9. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And an alley to run. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
They go for just one here as it's up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Yellow 80. 36. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Smooth. 43. Come on, D.
Now Breeze to try again after the pick 6. Over the middle, complete to Tate. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
21.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see it
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. Rosas now to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. There he goes left side. And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. 2nd time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is now 24. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fitzgerald. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot, not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his 1st catch. Big reason they're losing right now. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
1st down, Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. Here's Murray. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Ready. 5-8, 5-8. 21, 21. Hey, box truck, box truck.
On 1st 1st and 10. Here's Breeze. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves them with a more standard 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 43-yard line.
Ready. Yellow lady. Yes, Mike. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. Kill. Let's keep moving. Convert. Hey, wahoo. 58 is Mike. Hey, let's get this. Hey, 58 is a Mike.
2nd and 5 now. Breeze throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
Breeze now on 1st down. He sets to fire deep. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
On the double. No game on this defense. No game. Any weapon. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Throw left side completes Isabella. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's it, baby.
37-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
You
On 2nd down and 4, Murray. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Trip. You got Trip. You got 3. Yeah, thought he was the Mike. He's tired of you. He's tired of us. Hey, twins. Watch twins. Shoot.
They're going for it. It's Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, defense. Over. Hey, echo. Patch it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
5-9. 43.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That's complete left side to Shepard. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Mike, 58 right there. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. 58 for Mike, 58.
Breeze to throw again. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game.
And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. They have the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now. Put the flag. Just like that. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Switch. Go.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
31's the mic.
Murray now on first down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. David Johnson on his way. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Check 9, check 9.
Here's Murray. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. And now here's another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Hey, Alpha.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. 1st down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards. So tough to cover a big tight end like that.
It changes the chalk, as one of my coaches like to say, meaning the normal things don't apply. All right, used to say, okay, there's a tight end going out. We're either going to put a big linebacker on him or maybe a safety and call it a day. Now, because of the strength of that position and the sheer number of catches that they make as well as their dexterity, sometimes you have to put a cornerback on him because he might be the primary guy going out for a pass. It changes what they do defensively.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Check, crunch, squeeze.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson. He finds an opening past the 40. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Giants, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Arizona, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports. It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Six man. Check girls. Check. Check.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. Mark. Tell the ending. Shoot.
On the toss, here's Johnson. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
48 Mike. Let's go. Defense. 48 Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. After the interception, here's Jackson. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson. Being chased out left. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Ready. 6 yards. 50. Come on. Bandit. Kill.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got Snead. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 22. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. from 19 yards away. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. He's going to loft one deep over the middle, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
They do go for it. It's Murray. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, 67 yards. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. To try again after the sack. Jackson dancing to his left. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Caught right side, it's Snead. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They're running it.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Check 3.
On 2nd down and 4, Jackson. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Kill.
On 1st down, it's Ingram. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Buddy up. Go 58's the mic. I got him. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run. Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and handle it a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
58's the mic. Watch the curl.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Hey, 58's the mic. Go 58's the mic. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Here's Jackson on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So on fourth down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. This one from 46 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, look, 48. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. Down to lose one. Check 48. Check 48.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Andy Isabella was the intended target. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson on first down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Connects it to Roberts, right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Seth Roberts in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone, and he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson buying time to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Terrell Suggs, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Going for the deep ball. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
After the turnover, here's Murray throwing the out route incomplete. That's White. The 20, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. Kevin White, 47 yards. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jackson now. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. He's got him in, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Get off the field.
They'll look to run with Edwards. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Edwards. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards taking it in. And the Ravens will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Final minute now of the third quarter. To throw again on second down. Murray throwing the out route and complete. That's White. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Murray now on first down. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Mike 48, Mike 48. Let's get that ball here. Watch the eye.
First down, Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. They were looking for Johnson that time. And now it's second down. Murray again, 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Watch the screen.
Throwing is Murray on third down. He's going to fire one deep. He's got it at the 15. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 18-yard line.
You ain't going nowhere.
To throw is Jackson. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones.
Seems to me that our friend, Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Brooks Reed was able to find his way to the QB. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he's...
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 2-yard touchdown run, and the Cardinals have retaken the lead.
There it is, partner. You see it. 4 fingers. What does that mean?
4 fingers. That signifies the fourth quarter's here.
That's right. Who's going to dominate? Usually both teams are holding them up. We own the fourth quarter. What we found out so far. 2 touchdowns here, and now they've taken the lead.
Yeah, second one putting them in front. You know what I see on the other sideline, though? It seems like they've tensed up. Had that lead, they were playing not to lose it, and they've lost it.
That's a great observation. When you play not to lose, you usually don't win.
Now, though, they'll have the opportunity to respond. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. This time Jackson will throw it. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. That was the corner, Robert Alford, with a sack. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again.
Check 31, check 31. Switch.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. So the first play of the drive, they strike through the air and score it.
A lot of coaches like change of possession as a time to go ahead and strike. And that's what we saw there. Ball turned over, first play, right to the end zone.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Caught by Snead over the middle. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on fourth down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now Jackson throwing on fourth down. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brandon Williams. The NFL is on EA Sports as we come to you from Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Chargers. Badgley now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Here we go. Check 24, check 24. Whip, 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 whip. Go, go.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Way to go, Flacco. That's what the Broncos needed. Oh my God, that must suck. Hang in. He put the roll down notice though. Flacco's gonna throw the ball downfield.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Set. Check. Here we go. Here we go. Twist, 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 twist. Out, out, go, go.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On second down, it's Johnson, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. Know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
We got 3.
Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 17, Brees. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Brees to throw on 3rd and 1. And he finds Cook.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive. 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3-and-out. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Tackle made by Tanner Vallejo.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Brees. And his pass incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. But now it'll be 3rd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Check. Hey, Haywood.
Shotgun now for Brees. Open man is Michael Thomas. Brees on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
95-56. 95-56. Keep it tight end.
2nd and 5 now. Brees. And Cook has it left side. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brees. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cook. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Brees going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive.
Check 13. Slam. 6-6, pull it high. 0-2.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And this is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Ready.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
58, boys, 58.
Breeze now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Breeze going to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
And Lutz's kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's not like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
At their own 26-yard line.
here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, 74 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Ready.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Opposite. You go tight. 5-1. You got tight right there. Top up.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis in his first half of action. Thomas has got it, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 73 yards. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Throwing on first down is Murray. It's brought in by Kevin White. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, third and long.
56. Mike, 56. Check nine.
On third down, Murray fighting to stay upright. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up first and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to look deep down the field. And got his man complete. He's at the 30. 10, 5. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Lutz good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 20.
11. Over. Hey, easy. 36. 5.
Now Breeze. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Ready?
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
I got you. 58.
Throwing now is Breeze. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in the game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Now Breeze on 3rd down. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 17, and it also gives him the 1st down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for him, too.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw is Breeze. Throw left side complete. It's Cook. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Now Breeze. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defense.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, and it's third down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Now Breeze. And Josh Hill has it. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Andy is a foul on the return. The Cardinals take over first and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
56. You must be dreaming.
First down, Murray. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, first and 10 at their 38. To throw, it's Breeze. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. Steps away. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there, but yeah, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
Murray with a third and long. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's White. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a fourth and long. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
56 to Mike.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. And no, it's incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. They begin on the ground with Kamara. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
Here we go.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Breeze. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 35. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Murray going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to it? Maybe his rhythm is just off. He just got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Shotgun now from Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Murray to air it out again. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
Ready? 95-56. Here, 21. 61.
Now on 1st down, he's going to sneak it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Oh, they'll try and sneak this. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Now it's Bird on the return. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
Well, so many times defensive backs get caught playing the man rather than the football, but not in this case. That's an excellent play. Did exactly what you're supposed to do. Attack the football and help break up the pass.
And yep, as a result, knocks it down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Murray now to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Ready? 5-9. Hey, kill. Hey, kill.
Breeze is looking to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days,